Hello guys, welcome to Netexpertz. My name is Sudhanshu Kapoor. Today we'll talk about how to install SQL Server in Windows 10. Okay, we can install SQL Server in Windows 10 also, and we can install SQL Server in server operating systems also. Okay, so I already created one virtual machine over there. This is my virtual machine. Okay, and if I talk about this virtual machine, so if I go for settings, so in this virtual machine, I can add 4 GB of RAM, and processor is 4 also. So four core processors and 4 GB of RAM. Okay. So my machine has low configuration. That's why I give for 4 GB of RAM. But if you want to go for that, if you want to smooth running everything, so you can go for 8 GB of RAM. Okay. So we'll go for that now. Now first I'll showing you. We need to first download this SQL Server 2019 ISO or setup. Okay. So how we can go for that? I'll just open this. I just open Google Chrome, and over there, this is right over there, just simple. Okay, it directly goes to the Microsoft link. Just right over there, 2019 ISO. That's it. And they gives you the Microsoft link. This one link you have. I just right click on that and open this link in the next tab. And after that, it's automatically goes to the Microsoft website. Okay, it's redirect to the Microsoft website. Like you can see that like this. Okay, and once you go down, okay, so you have the option Windows, Linux, and Docker. Which edition you want to install? You can go for Windows. Okay, choose installation setup. Okay, choose the SQL run server SQL or on Windows as the virtual machine in Azure. So you go for install Windows, install on Windows. Okay, so we need to install SQL Server on Windows. If you want to install the SQL Server on the Azure virtual machines, you can also. Now this shows you the product. Okay, so you need to just choose. You need a Azure like you say the VDI, okay, a virtual machine, or you need to download setup. I choose setup over there and click on continue. Once you click on continue, they ask you details. Okay, you need to give the details and click on continue. After you click on continue, your SQL server is downloaded. Okay, so it's not downloaded the full SQL server actually. Okay, it's downloaded the 5 MB file only. I'll showing you. See, once you just fill all this, okay, information, then click on continue. So this file is downloaded. So the size of this file is, you can see that it's only 5 MB. You can see that. See, it's only 5 MB size over there. Okay, you just fill these all information, fill these information and click on continue. Once you click on continue, it's download this file. Okay, fine. After you download this file, I save this file already in my C drive. Okay, so you can save this file anywhere. So I can make one folder named SQL Server 2019. In that I can save this file. Okay, now for installation, I need to run this file. Okay, now they ask you, click on yes. Once you start the installation, this shows you like this. Okay, SQL Server 2019 Evaluation Edition. So right now we are using Evaluation Edition. So now we have the option basic. In select basic installation type, install the SQL Server database engine feature with default configuration. So it's installed only database engine feature only. If you click on basic, if you click on custom, so you can choose by yourself which services you want to install in the SQL Server. Okay, and now first you need to go for download media, because my image is not properly there. Okay, so we need to download first, download media files. Okay, so download SQL Server set of files and install them later on a machine on your choice. So what we can do, first I need to download all the files. First I need to download full SQL setup, and then we can go for start the installation. So I was click on download media. Once I click on download media, they ask you the option. You can, which media you want to use. You want to use ISO or cap file. So I can use ISO. Okay. And I can go to browse, and I want to save this ISO in a particular location. So in my side, I can save this in um, C drive, the same folder in C drive, the same folder SQL Server 2019. I save the ISO image in the same folder. Okay, in the C drive, and then start download. Now, as per the internet, you can say that speed. Okay, you your file is downloaded. Okay, so as you can see there, the download is successful. So my download is completed. So I close this and I save as I want to exit this. Okay, now I open this and you can see that my ISO file is downloaded. Now I just right click on that. You can see that the size of this ISO is 1.3 GB. I go to properties of this ISO file, and now the size of this ISO is 1.33 GB. Okay. Now I need to mount this file, mount this ISO image. Once I mount this ISO image is open, okay, and now I'm going to start the setup. So I open setup. I click on yes. Now this is the setup. Once I run the setup, it shows me SQL Server Installation Center. This is the complete SQL Server Installation Center. Okay, so we have some files over there, as you can see that in planning option we have some files like hardware and software requirements, security of documentation. So you can check what is the hardware and software requirements we need to install SQL Server 2019 with the help of this file. You can check the security documentation too. What security SQL Server provides. Okay, online release notes. Now what we need to check over there, we need to check the system first. System configuration checker. We need to check the system, whether my system is capable to install SQL Server or not. So once I click on this system configuration checker, it checks my system. Now you can see that. Please wait while Microsoft setup process the current operation. Now you can see that it runs, it checks my system now. Now you can say that operation completed, past 8 fail 0. So it means my system is successfully, you can say that checked, and my system is capable to install SQL Server 2019. If I click on show details, so it checks all these things. Okay, we'll discuss all these things in the upcoming lectures, not to worry, but it sees all this, it checks all these things. Okay, so it means that my system is ready. Okay, click on OK. Now for installation, now what I need to do, I need to click on installation, and we have the option SQL Server standalone installation or features and existing installation. Okay, so right now I'm going to install SQL Server only. Okay, so we need to check this option. If you want to install any features, like imagine you can install SQL Server successfully. Now you want to install other services or some other features, so you can click on same option. Okay, fine. And for management tools, we can choose this. So we talk about the management tools later. So first we talk about the SQL Server. So I'm going to click on this option, new SQL Server installation. So what I need to do, I'm going to install a new SQL Server, and one instance is automatically created, which you already talk about. Okay. So now they ask me the editions, which edition you want to install. So if I click on this, we have two editions, Developer and Express. Okay. So I'm going to install Developer edition. Okay. Now click on next. Now over there, I need to accept this license agreement. Click on accept and next. It's want to update you. Use Microsoft Update to check for updates. It's recommended, so you just check this option. Okay, if any updates are there in the SQL 2019, so it checks automatically. Okay, now click on next again. Now it checks the installation set of files. Okay, it scan product updates and everything. Okay, if everything is fine, okay, it shows me next. So now you can see that it checks all the things. Now it shows me the warning only, Windows firewall warning only there. Okay, so it shows me that right now my Windows firewall is off. That's why it shows me the Windows firewall is off. So it shows me the warning only. It's okay, fine. Rest all things are good. Okay, so I go with this warning. It's okay. Now click on next again. Now once you click on next, they ask you the features, which feature or which services you want to install. So I'm going to install only database engine services right now. So database engine services, we already discussed all this. Database engine is used to handle the tasks in the database. It used to handle the request. It's used to handle the database, as you can see that. So we can install first database engine services. We'll see other things also. Okay, in upcoming lectures. First, right now I'm going to install only database engine services. Where this service is installed, as you can see that where my instance is installed is in C programs, Microsoft SQL Server. So by default, everything is installed in C, where your operating system is installed in program files. Okay, so if you want to install some other location, so you can browse it and you can change the location. So by default, this SQL Server is going to install in C program files, and it automatically makes one folder named Microsoft SQL Server. Over there, all the instance, all the database are saved in this SQL Server. Okay, fine. Now just simply click on next. I'm using the default location over there. Click on next now. We'll discuss other features later, not to worry. We're going to install only database engine services this time. Now it takes some time. Just wait for that. Now you can say that they ask you the instance name. So I already told you, okay, one instance is automatically installed. We already discussed in the theoretical part that one instance is automatically installed when you install SQL Server. So you can use the default name also, and you can give the name, your name also. So by default, the default name is MS SQL Server. If you want to give your name, change name, so I just go for SQL Server 2019. I want to do this name. Okay, so you can say that instance ID is automatically changed. Once I click on instance ID, also it changed the name. So right now my SQL instance name is SQL Server 2019. You can change the name also. It's up to you, or you can use the default name also, default instance name. Okay, so I'm going to this. So now this instance is saved in C programs, Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft SQL 15.SQL Server 2019. So 15 is the version, as you can see that. SQL 15 is a version of SQL Server 15. Okay. So now just simple click on next after that. Okay, so now they ask me the server configuration. Okay, so we need to remember one thing also, that we need to use SQL Server Database Engine. This services start automatic over there always. Okay, set this to automatic. Okay, and it uses by default default account name. The account name is NT Services. NT Services is an account name. You can say that it's a by default services. Okay, it starts automatically to database engine services. Okay, so we have three services: SQL Server Agent, Database Engine, and Server Browser. So we'll discuss this later. Okay, remember always that in the upcoming sessions we discuss about these services also. But remember always, when you're going to install SQL Server, so this services should be in automatic state. Okay, fine. So my database server engine services is in automatic state. If it shows you manual, you need to choose with the automatic. So see if you click on this, they have options: manual, automatic, disable. Choose automatic on the services. Okay. Now simple click on next again. Now they ask you the authentication. So we have two types of authentication in SQL Server. One is Windows authentication, and one is mixed mode. Okay, if you choose Windows authentication, so it's always use Windows, means means your Windows authentication, like your Windows username and password. Okay, if you go for mixed mode, in mixed mode, what you have a SQL Server authentication also and Windows authentication also. So you have two authentications over there. Okay, so you can use any authentication, whether you can use SQL Server SQL username password, or you can use Windows username password, both. Okay, so I can use mixed mode over there. I can add my current user. So right now my current user I'm using is admin. My username is admin. Okay, so it shows you. You can shows you my computer name is this, and my username is admin. Okay, so this is my client computer, means the Windows 10 computer name, and my username is admin. I need to give the password over there. So you can define the password. Okay, remember that the password should be complex and minimum eight characters. So you need to define 8-character passwords over there. Okay, and the password should be complex. It means you need to use alphabetical, numerical, and special characters. Okay, so now simple click on next. Now it shows you summary what you did till now. Okay, so once you click on database engine services, so what features they need PowerShell 3.0. They need to install SC++ 2017 redistributable services. Okay, so so once you click on database engine services, they need these two features also to install these services. It automatically use the means check these two features, and then you give the instance name, and then where your instance is saved and everything. Okay, what we did till now. So it shows you all summary. Okay, now I'm going to click on install. So this is the final log path where your SQL Server is installed. Okay, this is the final path you have. Okay, now click on install after that. Now it's going to install. Okay, so now as per the hardware requirement, if your hardware is very good, okay, it takes only 10 minutes. If your hardware is medium, it takes 20. If your hardware is low, your hardware requirement is very low, okay, fine. So it takes sometimes 30 to 45 minutes also. Okay, so as per the hardware requirement, as per how much good hardware you have, okay, so it takes that much time as per the hardware requirement. If your hardware is very good, it takes only 10 to 15 minutes to install. Okay, so let's wait for install this. So my side, it takes 15 minutes, okay, to install this SQL Server. So as you can say that it's installed properly. Okay, all green checks are there and installed successful. So this is the way how you can install SQL Server 2019. So first you need to download it, okay, and then you can install it. Okay, so that's it for this session, guys. Hope you're able to understand this practical. If you understand this practical, so please like and share this video with your friends. Okay, and please subscribe the channel for more technical videos. Thank you very much, guys, for watching.